Okay, so let's just familiarize ourselves with our desktop first of all. This is the first thing you're going to see. So as I stated, you're going to have your desktop here, right? On your desktop, you're going to have these things called shortcuts. Depending on how many files you have on your computer, you might have a little bit of shortcuts on your computer. You might have a lot. I am not a big fan of a crowded desktop. It drives me insane. So I don't tend to keep a lot of icons on my desktop. I only tend to keep icons on my desktop for applications that I know that I'm going to need, or files that I know I'm going to need like immediately. So if you have a business thing and you know you're going to need your files immediately, you're going to put them on your desktop. If your desktop is too crowded, that might defeat the purpose. So your desktop is really there for things that you need right away. So you have your recycling bin, and inside your recycling bin are where you keep all of your deleted files. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your mouse, okay, and you can move your mouse across your screen. So I have a very, very tiny thing here because, again, I am on a Surface tablet, so I'm using a pen. But your mouse is going to have its own cursor, and you're going to be able to move it across the screen just by moving your hand left and right, up and down. So wherever you move, your cursor is going to go. So I'm going to move my cursor over to this thing here, and I am going to what we call double click. So your mouse, depending on the type of mouse you have, has two buttons usually. It has a left click button and a right click button. Your left click button is right there. So if you position your fingers, your pointer finger, your index finger is going to be on that left click, and your middle finger, the one you flip the bird to, that one is going to be on this right button. So that's usually how you hold it. It's very intuitive when you hold a mouse. So your index finger, your pointer finger goes on the left side, on the left button. Your middle finger, the FU finger, goes on the right side, okay? So when we're clicking on anything, when we're clicking on an application, if we want to open something, you're going to do what we call a double click. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that left button, right, your index finger, and you're going to tap it really quick twice. So you're just going to tap it twice really quickly, and it's going to open any file, any folder, any document that you have. So I double clicked that recycling bin. I'm gonna do it again. Click. And as you can see, it opened up my my recycling bin. Same thing. I'm gonna go here to my Visual Studio Code. That is a programming editor. I'm just gonna double click it, and it's gonna open. When you do the double click, just tap it twice really quickly and wait. That's important. So if you keep doing this, what happened, right? As you can see, I opened up 3 of these applications, 3 of the same thing. And depending on the type of application that you're opening up, like if you're opening up an Adobe application, if you open up 5 of those, because they're so intensive, it's going to take a long time for them to load. If you recall, if you want to rewind it back a few seconds, you can actually see what happened. These 3 windows popped up, and it took the computer a while, right, to fill everything in, right? These were blank. You had 3 blank gray screens that popped up, and then it took the computer a while to fill everything in because it was trying to open 3 of these things at the same time. So when you are double clicking, please double click and wait just a little bit. Depending on, again, whether or not you have that program or that file in RAM, it might take your computer a little bit of time to load that file. If you just keep clicking, you're literally going to be opening like 5, 10 of an application potentially. And that is going to slow you down. So if you did that and you see all these windows pop up, you see these little X's in the corners, you're just going to tap an X, tap an X, tap an X, and that's going to close everything down for you. So just click, click, click. One click, 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 click. It's going to take a while to register because I open it up in multiples, right? I opened up too many, so I'm just going to highlight over this X. I'm going to click it. I'm going to click it, and then everything's going to be closed. Okay, so that's your basics of just opening different files and opening applications. Now we're just going to look at this desktop and just look at what we have available to us. This is your start menu. All of your applications, right? So I have a Twitter application here. I have a whiteboard application. I have a Office 365, right? All of your applications are going to be here. Applications, games, I have Asphalt on here. So if you're looking for an application, a calculator, Excel, Edge, Office, Paint 3D, if you're looking for something, an application to do something, chances are you're going to look here. But this is your start menu. Your start menu has quick things. So this is the account that I'm logged in under. This is the power button, right? So if I want to put the computer to sleep, shut it down, okay, or restart it, I'm going to click on this start. That's the Windows icon. Tap on power, and then I'm going to get these other options, right? So when I say tap, I mean you're just going to click. You're not double clicking because we don't want to run anything. We don't want to open anything. We just want to see stuff, right? So I'm just going to click once, and then I have those options. So that is your start menu. Your search bar. Your search bar is going to be probably one of the most important things. So if you have a file and you have no idea where it went, you can type in the file. So I'm going to look for something, right? Flutter. So this is a program that I downloaded, an SDK, a file, right? And all I did was type in FLTT and it found the file for me. So if you have a file, that's why I always try to make sure that my file names are unique. So it makes it a lot. So if I have something that I'm looking for, if I wanted to type in, payments. So say you have a file for payments or a file for contacts or something related to your business or your work. Try to make those names a little bit unique. So if you ever lose track of anything, you can just go here, search for it. Other things you can search for. If I wanted to, somebody said, okay, you're talking to Microsoft online and say, I need you to go to your task manager. You're like, I don't know what the heck that is. Go to your search bar, type in TASK. Oh, there's your task manager. I can run my task manager from here. What about Excel? Oh, I can run Excel from here too. I wanted to change my background. Let me see if I can figure that out. Oh, I have all these things. It's choose your desktop background, show Windows background images. So if you wanted to change your desktop background, it's right there, right? So a lot of things that you want to do, you can do from here.